Well, it's time to look at the stories making headlines in the papers this morning. With me in the studio for that are two gentlemen, social commentator Shijibumi Adebi Bennett and public affairs analyst Smart Akpejoye. Gentlemen, thanks for coming this morning on the show. We head straight to the papers and we start with The Nation. APC, PDP claim a victory in Benue, Kanu, Bauchi, others. Parties step up attacks ahead of March the 23rd polls. Buhari, I won't influence results. We move to The Punch, where run-ups Buhari won't change results to favor you presidency warns APC candidates. INEC security agencies meet Tuesday over polls. And we head to The Guardian, where the story here, APC, PDP draw battle lines ahead of rerun elections. Ruling party rejects INEC's decision on Rivers. Other states, CSO takes President Buratai others to UN Security Council. This day, INEC, within request for military deployment in collation centers, says Atiku's request for election materials made on Friday promises to attend to it. APC describes Commission's decision on Rivers, Bauchi State's poll as illegal. PDP insists the electoral body's verdict proper, asks Tambuwal be declared Sokoto governor-elect. Presidency APC leaders upset Buhari won't interfere with conduct of extra election. And to the Vanguard, Rivers Niger Delta militants split over Amechi Wike. Business Day, interest on Ways and Means hits 36.3 billion naira in Q3 2018. Gentlemen, one of the stories that might interest you is on the pages of The Guardian, where it says Falana Shobayo caution INEC against registration of new parties. The human rights lawyer Femi Falana and a political scientist Isaac Shobayo have warned the INEC rather not to, register new parties because of what happened in the just concluded elections, where we had about 91 parties. I'll start with you, Shikibumi.
I think it's a good one, but I don't know what that warning can do because the Constitution of Nigeria is clear on that.
Freedom of association?
Apart from that, once you are able to have your offices, you have presence in 36 states of the Federation and the federal capital, then you are good to go as a political party. But I think the challenge with INEC is making sure that those things are carried out. I don't see some of those parties, I won't like to mention names now, I don't see them, in some states, like my state, I don't think I've ever seen some political party offices before. So I think INEC should enforce more on that.
When you say enforce more, how do you mean? What should it bring to the table to make it more stringent?
If those laws are not carried out, if those things are not seen to be done, there's some small parties that don't have presence, even in Lagos, not to talk of.
But don't you think those parties met up with the demands for them to have been registered in the first place? You may not know where their offices are.
That is what we're saying. See, when they want to register, there will be offices, like when everybody wants to register for CAC, for your company's registration. You will have offices, you have some cubicles that you just put addresses and all that. But what I'm saying INEC should enforce is even after elections or before elections, you are supposed to know that all these things, all these laws are being carried out. And when those parties really, really meet the requirements, then you can register them. But in cases whereby some parties, like the party that is like the opposition party in Rivers State as of now, it's not even in my state. So I have not seen any.
They may not have presence across the country. But
that is what the law says. 36 states of the Federation. So, and if we can amend our electoral act and have some caveat there that even if you are not able to produce even a councillor, then I don't think you should be a political party.
All right, so Smart.
First, I think Falana's comment is an advice. It cannot stop them because the law is very clear. But sincerely, I think Falana and the civil society should take it up, should step it forward. Let us ensure that we'll seek for a constitutional amendment as to the number of political parties that we will have. You see, I looked at it that even the 71 that contested for the presidency in the last election, if they are to have 71 party agents in a polling booth, that polling booth will be in chaos. Yeah. So what we should do now is that we've run it, we've seen that it is not workable. We've seen that it is even very, very expensive. So what we should fight for now is that let us come up with some guidelines that will make it very, very, very stringent, that we don't have more than 5 maximum, that we don't have more than 5 political parties.
They were of the opinion that we should return back to the two-party system.
Yes, that is, even if we cannot return back to the 2 political system, let us don't have more than 5. I discussed it with a friend and also this thing. I said, look, maybe after the election, let some of us activists, let us take this up on ourselves. Let us seek for an amendment of that aspect of the Constitution, because it's a constitutional provision, and it has to be amended by the relevant authorities, the House of Assemblies, the National Assemblies. Let us seek for it, and let us start that now. Not when it will get to the 9 minutes of the election, we'll now start pushing for that. It must start now. Because correcting the abnormalities against 2023.
Because if you look at the number of rejected votes,
yes,
most of the voters were confused.
They don't even know
what the long list. They were confused.
I got to a
on
polling
which
booth in the
party
first place.
which.
I was looking at it like this. I looked at it and I've passed it. I had to take my glasses again and looked at it critically before I know the party I wanted to vote for. I mean, it is even absurd that we've spent so much, and even when you look at the turnout again, it is not even commensurate with what we have spent. So I think all Nigerians, we must. You see, this is not that everybody wants to form a party. We must look at we must do the right thing. Let us know if we cannot go back to the 2 political party system like Babangida gave us. Let us ensure that we don't have more than 5. We don't need all these multiple
Having more than
parties.
5, do you see that being feasible?
I think with constitutional amendment, it's feasible, and taking it from where you stop, because if we have, realistically, if you have 71 party agents, that's the number of people that are supposed to even be on queue in that polling unit. So I don't think going forward this thing makes sense. I don't think it makes sense. So we should find a way to just constitutionally amend this and move on as a nation.
All right, let's go to the Vanguard. And one story here, it's Daniel, that's former governor of Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga Daniel, makes U-turn, defects to the APC. Recently, he said that he was quitting party politics, and suddenly we are seeing again that he is saying that, that's report though, saying that he is being asked to return or lead some persons to the APC. I'll start with you. Smart.
Well, I think it is some people that are speaking for Gbenga Daniel. I'm not sure Gbenga Daniel has come out himself and said that, oh, I'm going to lead my people to APC. I'm not sure he has defected, yes, because I'm not sure. As at yesterday, I'm not sure he has
Speculations.
defected. It is all state speculation. I don't think it is appropriate for Gbenga Daniel right now to lead this. Nothing stops him from going in or from coming out, but he should wait. My candid advice is that he should wait. Let all this procedure, all this electionary procedure, let it die down. Then he can now take a move. How would you explain that your party, you led somebody into an election, and even while the election result is still being contested, you are moving to another party?
But isn't that what we get, where you see someone belong to a party in the morning and in the evening?
Yes, you see, what I'm saying is that it's just an advice to Gbenga Daniel, and I think I will try send him a text message to that effect. That is putting my opinion forward. If all this that we are hearing, it's true, Otumba, can you please wait until after this electionary procedure is properly sorted out, then you can move. For now, yes, it's a good thing. You said you are quitting partisan politics. Let it remain like that. But defecting immediately to an opposition political party is not good. It's not too good for your person.
But one would say he has freedom of association, and he has the right to move to wherever he wants to.
For me, that's how it starts. The guy is almost going to APC. That's how it starts. Politicians they are very peculiar people. And sometimes I wonder how they've come up with these things. You invite people, supporters to your hall, to your house, and they are the ones now saying, okay, you could leave partisan politics. We agree with that. You could have said, okay, you are not a member of PDP again. You agree with that, but don't leave us stranded. Lead us to APC. You can't leave us stranded. So for me, when I hear things like that, I just smile because I know that something that is dancing.
There's no smoke without a fire.
On the surface of water. There is something else, beating the drums underneath.
Yes.
So and considering his relationship with Dapo Abiodun, Dapo Abiodun, when he addressed people the last time, said he worked for him in 2003, when he joined in 2011, joined PDP in 2011, before he now went to work for Amosu in 2007. So putting all this together, 2011, sorry. So putting all these things together, you know that his spirit is almost in APC, but his body is still in PDP. But I think he will wait. Like my brother said, I think he will wait. But so he has given us a clue.
The sign, that he's moving. Well, gentlemen, this is how far we can go at this time. But thank you for your contributions so far on the various topics we'll have looked at.